When we start the journey out of the gate, because we don't have the foundation, we don't have the building blocks, we don't have the discipline built in, it's easy for us to quit. So start today on your path forward, right? Start today on your path to your greatness. All right, so welcome back to the Live 100 podcast. I am Jason Yarusi. This is the way, the path to fast track your journey to unstoppable growth and greatness. If you want to break your bad habits, build your future, and magnify the success, this is the podcast for you. So today we are talking about the best time to get started, right? They say the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The next best time is today. And as we come to a close of another year, we come to a close of another, we'll say, year with a month left in our year. We have to think about it. What is the mindset behind us taking action to the close of this year? So many times we find ways to just allow ourselves to take a day off, take a month off, take a year off, take a decade off, right? And so as we think about closing out another year here, you have to ask yourself, well, how are we going to show up within this next 20, 30, 40 days, right? In most of life, we will find excuses, reasons why we can't do it, reasons why things can't happen for us, reasons why it's not the right time to get out of the gate, to get started. And what is the best reason? Well, the holidays are here, families are here, we're having all this time, people are taking time off, we're having parties, right? We're going to slow it down. We'll just get back to it at the new year. However, do you know that 91% of New Year's resolutions fail? Why? Because we have these grand, audacious goals to start the new year. What happens? Well, January 1st comes and we've just come off a debacle, probably the night before, and we've just come off a months, maybe years of bad habits. And somehow we think we're just going to turn it on, start the engine, get out of the gate and go crush it. What happens? Day one happens. Maybe you do day three, maybe you do day four, but 45% of them quit after the first week. So after the first week, 45% of people who have a New Year's resolution have already quit. By the end of the first month, it's about 80%. So think about that. Why does that happen? Because we have not started to build the foundation, build the part of our journey to get us out of the gate. So what better time to build this, right? You want an audacious goal? Well, start today to build the steps, to build the roadmap, to take the first step on your journey, to break your bad habits, to start building you the foundation. So as January 1st hits, you're not only on your way, but you're far past where you thought you could ever be. That's what Live 100 means in each and every one of us. It's about exploring and finding our growth, finding our potential, finding our opportunity, finding where we can go in life, and then taking action to actually start the journey and continue to be disciplined and intend to act in a way that keeps us on the path to where we can show up. So I want to tell you so many stories about just, when I get into parts of just working out, right? I've been really sore lately. I've been really pushing it, really sore. I've been waking up sore. I've been trying a lot of different things just to change up my habits of my workouts, right? So instead of doing just my run and my kettlebells, I've been doing, some CrossFit days. I've been doing some run days with weight vest. I've been doing other days where I will just get to the kettlebell workouts, other days on the bike. I've been doing other days where I've been doing other movement exercises, right? Keeping myself, my body just uncertain of what's happening. And when you do that, right, you find yourself into a new source. It would be easy for me to say, you know what, tomorrow, I'll just take a day off, right? I said, but then you just go do it and you feel better after, right? So what happens is when we start the journey out of the gate, because we don't have the foundation, we don't have the building blocks, we don't have the discipline built in, it's easy for us to quit. So start today on your path forward, right? Start today on your path to your greatness. What had worked for me and still works to this day is I get up and I just do it. Just get up and do it. Now, no day is easy. No day is easy, but if you tell yourself that's what you're going to do, when you get up, you just do it, right? Because that's what you do. That's what you do now. So what are you putting off right now? Is it setting up your e-commerce store? If you're reaching out to a ton of leads, is it going out there and putting together a sized in workout plan? Is it starting your path to eating better, right? There's going to be 1,000 reasons why eating well during the holidays is not going to be on your table. But what if you eat well and then on certain days, right, the holidays, you just give yourself grace and you have a couple things that maybe you want to have, right? It doesn't mean take the whole month off and just eat in a, it's in a gluttonous way, right? You can have a life Live 100 is about living your life. It's not being disciplined like a robot. It's finding your journey, finding your discipline, and having the understanding of how you can operate to be within the confines of what's going to carry you forward. You will not get to where you want to go doing exactly what you keep doing today. That's what puts you in the place we are. That's what put you where you are. If I'm going to go and just do 10 push-ups a day, right, then I'm just going to get that result. Think about it, right? If you walk on your feet in most places, right? You walk on your feet. How much results do you feel just from doing your everyday walking? Not much, because your body just says, oh, I just walk around, right? So you don't see much results. But if you start walking proactively 3, 4, 5 miles a day, whatever is that process right there, you will start seeing results because it's breaking the pattern that have conditioned your body to be exactly where you are today. What will you do in this last month? What will you show up as in this last month? How will you prepare yourself? Ask yourself, if you didn't have New Year's Eve and New Year's resolution in front of you, what would you do today? If you weren't waiting for that excuse to get started, what would you do right now? If this was just another day in time, there was no months, right? There was no years, there was no anything, right? What would happen? So a little soft line, actually, I read something the other day that if we had 28 days in a month and we had 13 months, it would be 28 days in a month, and every month would start on a Monday and end on a Sunday. Just a little side note for you so you can think out loud. Well, probably not going to get to that part here, but just think of that. If we just had a repetition of just 28 days, right? If every 28 days was just a pattern, how would you start today? What would you not wait for as an excuse? What would you be doing right this second to get out of the gate, go crush what's in front of you? I believe in you because I know what's possible is just waiting for you to go out there and find it. We have so much within ourselves that we don't give ourselves credit for. We allow just the news, social media, other people in our lives to dictate our thoughts about ourselves. How crazy is that? How crazy is that we listen to others to truly understand who we are? Now, there's a part in place to get great feedback from people you trust. It's one of the characters and one of the pieces of the process of the Live 100 program is that you need to have other people give you guidance to see what you can't see yet. But we don't take people's advice that is not going to fit in our path forward. So allow yourself to understand and have the clarity to understand where you should listen and where you should just thank them and move on. Today is your day. Today is your destiny. Today is your path forward along your plan to finish out the year strong. So next year has already started. Let's get out there today. Let's live 100. I'm Jason Yarusi. Go down there. Share this with someone who needs it today. Thank you. We've had a ton of reviews, right? A ton of reviews. Give us a 5-star rating review. Share this with someone out there who is putting off getting started when they should start today until next year. This is your journey. This is your place. This is your path. Unstoppable growth and greatness. What are you waiting for?